machine, baby. Cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you?
Entertainers. So it's Thanksgiving and it's the season of giving and it's also Friendsgiving. So I thought it'd be great to have some of my favorite people that I cover give them some gifts for this Friendsgiving. Okay. So the first person we're going to start off with is Mariah Lynn. Mariah Lynn has had a lot of things stolen from her, including her chain. Okay, so I feel like the only proper thing to do is to gift her with a new chain. It's a disco chain straight from the Renaissance in a house of chrome. So with this chain around your neck and also this additional chain, this one is real. Unlike the chain that you had, you won't be able to lose both. So at least one gets snatched, you're going to have the other. Happy Thanksgiving, Mariah Lynn.
You big, bear-looking, bored bitch. All right. My little sister.
All right.
Chill. Next person I want to give a gift to is Monty, okay? 336 Monty. I'm going to gift you some new glasses, okay? So that way you could see through all the fake-ish, and that way you could spot a fake friend from afar so you won't have a friendship go downhill like you did with Lacey, okay? These are brand new and prescription. Okay.
You don't have my glasses on, so how you explain?
Be nice.
Fuck, I look like that, so I ain't got my glasses on, I probably can't see.
Floss. So the next gift is floss for Cashmere, okay? Cashmere from South Central Baddies. That way your tooth will stay intact and won't fall out piece by piece when you do get the new veneers in, okay? So
I'm taking your teeth on my mama.
Next gift that I have is for Krishan Rock, and it's a referral gift. It's an online gift, and it's a referral for a new attorney for James Wright Chanel. So that way, by the time he's finished suing you, he's not done taking all of your coin from your bank account. That's a vibe.
James, he was assaulted, and he was hurt. And I just feel like I can't make nobody happy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I really wish you would have hit me instead of him. You know, I'm just so sorry it happened to you.
So the next gift that I do have, you guys, is a wig. And it's for two people. And they're going to have to share this gift because times is hard nowadays and inflation is inflating. So I have a new wig. And it was provided by Shamira. And it's, it's a little matted, but it's nice and it's custom. And this is for Yummy P and also ET, Boost with the Fire. So congratulations to you for receiving this new wig and happy Thanksgiving. So,
because at this point, you doing this on purpose. You doing this on purpose. I feel like you doing this just to aggravate me specifically at this point. Because there's no reason why every confessional the wig it just gets worse. Every time. And the outfit to match.
This is for Fly Nye. We know Fly Nye from South Central Baddies was denied from the Bloods. So now I have a new application that you'll be able to submit. Okay? Hopefully this time, by your appearance on South Central Baddies, and an alleged kidnapping of things, you're not denied this time. Okay.
She mad because she got denied. Her application got denied.
Okay. Next gift that I do have, you guys, is a card. And this card, you guys, is filled up with $500. Okay. And this card is for Savannah from South Central Baddies. And this is the $500 that was stolen from you out of your purse. Okay.
I'm a rep. I don't give a fuck. I'm a rep, bitch. Bitch, I get too much money to carry the next bitch bag. Got my own bag. The fuck?
Okay. The next gift that I do have is for Scotty and Lemmy. I'm probably wondering, keys. This is a key to a new Airbnb, so you guys can cheat in private. One last gift, you guys. And it's these new pair of Amiri jeans. And these are for none other than Joy's Touch My Body from Deja Vu, okay?
But it means time between time, connect the dots, touch my body.
We know you're getting sick of wearing those jeans, so that way these will be able to fit you better, and you're able to show off them Big W cakes all around town and may be able to snack you another date with Duke, okay? Happy Thanksgiving and happy Friendsgiving! Listen, after Diddy got that lawsuit, no wonder Slim Thug spoke out so quickly and was so against all of these allegations being put out, because I think he knew the moment that Cassie put out that lawsuit that a whole bunch of people was gonna start following around, and that's exactly what happened. Literally, for the past hour, there's been like 4 lawsuits against big celebrities that have literally dropped. They're either big celebrities or they're basically big figures in the industry. Okay, so first one that dropped is, of course, the guy that worked alongside Diddy. He also has the same similar type of lawsuit dropping against him. Megan, somebody else who has a lawsuit. There's an NFL player by the name of Marcellus Wiley. They said the person accusing Wiley accused him of her several times. It also states in the lawsuit that she reported the assault to numerous Columbia University administrators. However, she said that they held a fondness for Wiley as they were trying to help him build his promising future in the NFL. And he's a former ESPN host, okay, and NFL player. Now, the other one that dropped, y'all see how I'm going one by one? Another one that dropped is, you said Iveen? No, hold on, y'all. That's not Iveen. Hold on. Let me show you guys. Oh, my God. Another one, you guys. This is crazy. Another one literally just dropped before I got on here, which is Cuba Gooding Jr. And he's hit with 2 new SA lawsuits. It's the actor Cuba Gooding Jr. was slapped with 2 lawsuits Wednesday morning from 2 women seeking damages for the anguish they endured when the Oscar winner groped and forcibly kissed them in separate incidents in New York City. One plaintiff somewhat naively agreed to wait on Gooding Jr.'s table at the Lavo nightclub on the evening of September 9, 2018, after a coworker complained that the movie star had previously subjected her to inappropriate behavior. The court papers viewed by the Post allege. And literally this just came out. So that's about 4 we at now, 4 or 5 that we're at right now. This is what I was talking about, you guys. Him right here. All right. This is who I was referring to, but the one I read earlier, that's Jimmy Iovine. My bad. I'm thinking they're talking about him. I know who Jimmy Iovine is, and he's white. I thought they were talking about him. His name is Pierre. You bring a disgrace of a motherfucking name. Okay. Now, the last one is Jamie Foxx. And Jamie Foxx, when they actually have the full document on, thank God. So that way we can actually read it through like when we read through like Diddy's. So let me put it up. I think it's this one. Okay. All right. There's the one against Jamie Foxx. So this is the one against Jamie Foxx, you guys. Now besides the Cassie one, is different because she's not saying her name. She's going by Jane Doe. People use Jane Doe, of course, when they want to stay anonymous. So she's using that in order to protect herself. It said that all times relevant here to plaintiff Jane Doe was a resident of Kings County, state of New York. That upon information and belief at all times relevant, their defendant Eric Marlon Bishop, aka Jamie Foxx, was and still is a resident of Ventura County, state of California. On or about August 2015, defendant Eric Marlon Bishop, aka Jamie Foxx, was at a restaurant and rooftop lounge and bar located at 21 9th Avenue, New York City, and state of New York. That all times relevant here to defendant catch NYC and Roof. When they say defendant Cash, NYC and Roof, they're referring to the lady that's putting out this lawsuit and that's alleging this. Of course, they're not going to say her name. That's why they said Jane Doe in the beginning, just so y'all not confused. Was and still is a domestic corporation duly organized under and existing by virtue of the laws of the state of New York. That all times relevant defendant Catch NYC and Roof was and still is a foreign corporation duly authorized to conduct business in New York. And Catch NYC and Roof is where they're saying that it all went down. Okay, that all times relevant here to defendant Catch NYC and Roof was duly authorized to transact business in the state of New York. Okay. Now let's see what went down. Okay, on or about 26, 2015 at approximately 11 p.m., plaintiff and a friend arrived at 21 9th Avenue for the purpose of getting seats at the rooftop lounge and bar. Upon being seated, plaintiff noticed that defendant Mark Bourbon was seated one table away having drinks with defendant Eric Marlon Bishop, aka Jaimie Foxx. Not long after being seated, plaintiff and her friend observed a large crowd growing around defendant's Bernarbum, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Fox's table. As a result, defendants John and Jane Doe's 110 began moving the crowd of patrons away, including nearly all of the patrons seated at tables near B and Foxx. Despite them being the only two remaining in the area, plaintiff and her friend were never asked to move from their table located inside B and Fox's table. At some point, approximately 1 a.m. on August 27, 2015, after many patrons had left the area, plaintiff's friend stood up from the table, walked over to the defendant Foxx, and asked if he would take a picture with her and the plaintiff. Foxx stated, "Sure, baby, anything for you," and walked to the plaintiff's table. Several photographs were taken. While taking photographs, plaintiff observed that Foxx seemed intoxicated. At one point, Foxx roughly grabbed plaintiff's phone out of her hand and took additional photographs. Foxx then made several comments to plaintiff, including, "Wow, you have that supermodel body. You smell good. You look like a nickel. You look like a Nikki." Why they spell Nikki like that? Did they mean to say nickel like a dime? They meant to spell nickel like a dime because they spell Nikki Nickie, not Nikki as in Nicki Minaj. I wonder what he meant by that. What do you guys think he meant by Nikki and it's spelled Nickie? Because I've never heard of that before. I feel like they meant to write nickel. They said, "My bad, Pierre. Jimmy used to work at Interscope. He signs Elliot Banks and Gaga." Okay. I don't believe this one. It don't sound right. Oh, you don't believe the Jamie Foxx one? Okay. When plaintiff asked who's Nikki, Foxx replied, "Gabrielle Union." Foxx proceeded to grab plaintiff by her arm and pulled her to the back area of the rooftop. Once in the more secluded area, Foxx placed both of his hands on plaintiff's wrists, moved them under plaintiff's crop top, and began rubbing her breast. Plaintiff was caught off guard and attempted to step away from Foxx. I don't know if I believe this one a little bit too. You don't know why? Because it's such a public area. It's such a public area, and Jamie Foxx being as big of a star, he's not a dummy. Y'all saw how this man literally was sick forever, and we didn't know shit. Like, everybody tried to guesstimate, and this might be wrong with him, this might be wrong with him, and nobody ever was able to guess what was really wrong with him. And to this day, he's really has yet to really give us a confirmation of what was actually wrong with him. So I just don't see him doing this out in public. Diddy's to me makes sense because it was where Cassie claims all this stuff went down. She always makes sure in the details of her documents to show that she kept being put separately from everyone, because Diddy made sure that she was kept separate, or whatever he was doing was secluded in an area where nobody was around. So nobody was able to see if something went down. And if they were his people, so they wouldn't say anything. This, to me, you're in a rooftop, lounge or whatever. Any strangers around, they're gonna see that. Whether you're secluded in that lounge or what, people be looking. All right. Plaintiff was caught off guard and attempted to step away from Foxx. Plaintiff noted defendant John Doe, a security guard, one of the defendants some distance away, who saw what was happening but walked further away. Foxx proceeded to slide his hands into plaintiff's pants and put his fingers on and in plaintiff's V and Big Debbie cakes. Now, this is what makes it even more unbelievable. The breast is one thing, but all of that, that's wild. As this was happening, plaintiff's friend walked over looking for plaintiff. Foxx stopped touching plaintiff and walked over to where defendant John Doe, a security guard, was standing. That no negligence or intentional acts on the part of the plaintiff's cause or contributed to the said heinous touching and sexual assault of plaintiff. That by the reason of forging, plaintiff was injured, was rendered sick, sore, lame, and disabled, was caused to undergo medical surgery, medical treatment and advice, was unable to pursue her usual and regular activities, was caused to undergo great conscious pain and suffering, continues to undergo such, and will permanently be affected by the injuries and emotional distress she incurred as a result of the sexual assault, abuse, assault, and battery. That as a result of the heinous acts, negligence, and gross negligence of the defendant, as aforesaid, plaintiff suffered and continues to suffer severe emotional distress and anxiety, humiliation, embarrassment, post-traumatic stress disorder, and other physical and emotional damages. Here's the thing. Now, I get the emotional aspect, but the physical aspect of surgery needing after some fingers, I don't know about that. I'm not even trying to be insensitive, but y'all know me reading the whole Cassie story. That was extremely detailed. This to me seems a little made up. This to me looks like a cash grab because it kind of sounds impossible. So you mean to tell me after those few seconds you needed medical treatment and you still need medical treatment to this day for it? And I'm not talking about the mental part. I'm talking about the physical part. That to me is what doesn't make any sense, like at all. Like, it'd be different if this was a child. If this was a child and it was a baby or something, I get still needing physical treatment because, a baby or a child's parts are a lot more sensitive than an adult's part. Plaintiff is entitled to recover damages from defendants in an amount that exceeds the monetary limit of all lower courts that would have jurisdiction over this matter, plus punitive damages. This cause of action falls within one or more of the exemptions set forth in CPLR and 1602. First cause of action, SA and battery against defendant Foxx. Plaintiff repeats and reallegages the allegations of paragraphs 1 through 47 as through same were more fully set forth at length herein. That on the night of August 26, 2015 and until the early mornings hours of August 27, 2015 and at all times mentioned, defendant Foxx, operating through his position as well-known celebrity, committed the heinous acts as set forth above. These unlawful actions constitute an SA and battery upon plaintiff as Foxx intentionally and without consent used force to offensively touch plaintiff's persons. Foxx's actions violated NY Penal Law 103.52, 130.55, 130.65. Foxx's actions were willful, wanton, and malicious. At all times described, Foxx consciously disregarded plaintiff's rights and feelings, acted with the knowledge of or with reckless disregard for the fact that his conduct would cause plaintiff to feel violated, humiliated, would cause emotional and mental injuries to plaintiff, and would result in her enduring pain and suffering. As a result, Foxx's conduct described herein, plaintiff has suffered and continues to suffer physical and emotional. It's the physical. You are better off going for just the mental aspect. I'm sorry. you were better off going for the mental aspect. The physical aspect, I feel like she shouldn't have went for that. I'm sorry, like, because it makes the case look ridiculous. That's the only part to me that's like, but everything else, it could be a possibility. We weren't there. Plaintiff is claiming and is entitled to recover all applicable damages, including but not limited to damages for pain and suffering, economic loss, as well as punitive damages in an amount that exceeds the jurisdiction of all lower courts. Okay. Now, with this, yeah, I'm probably gonna be mad. I low-key don't believe this. I feel like this is a cash grab, and I hope this isn't gonna be a pattern to where these people are just coming out against people in the industry just to get some quick change, because people that are actually and that have went through that type of stuff, that's gonna make them scared to come out if they are telling the truth, versus people that are just doing stuff like this just to get a quick check. Because that story to me was very short, and the physical aspects of it to me don't line up. The mental does, the physical just doesn't at all. Okay. Now, Diddy. Here's the part where Diddy, I feel like, is being targeted wrong. There's a liquor giant called Diageo. I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong, but they basically own like tequila products. So they own, like, you know, a whole lot of tequila brands and everything, and they're like the distributors of it, right? And they also are the ones that are partially in charge of De Leon, promoting De Leon, so on and so forth, right? So in May, Diddy filed a lawsuit against Diageo, alleging that the company neglected to allocate resources to Ciroc and De Leon, characterizing them as urban products. In a letter submitted to a New York court on Friday, Diageo used the heinous allegations to support its ongoing attempt to stop Combs from being the spokesperson for De Leon Tequila, a joint venture they've had for 10 years. Okay, so to me, this is like a company, in my opinion, that's just not wanting Diddy to be the face of it just because they feel that he's too urban. Okay, so this is Diageo. So these are the type of brands they promote and push out. Okay, our accessible purpose provides a platform for us to be the best that we can be at work, at home, and on our communities. It's about celebrating life, and it's broadcast since our purpose goes hand in hand with performance, never one without the other. So our brands, Johnny Walker, Guinness, Bailey's, Smirnoff, Captain Morgan, Crown Royal, Don Julio, Ciroc, Buchanan's, Casamigos, J&B, Kettle One. So I really feel like they're using this opportunity to be able to kind of get him not to be the face of De Leon, which I don't think is right. And the reason why I say I don't think it's right is because this to me is more so like a race-based thing to not have him be the face of De Leon, even though if he did what he did, he deserves it. Period, point blank. But it's these white-owned companies that use these type of situations and use it against other Black people that are going into business and kind of use him as an example, like, oh, we in the past have worked with this type of person, they did this. So Diddy Loki is doing everybody Loki a disservice. Bad. Because now if another Black person in the industry who's predominantly known wants to pursue alcoholic beverages and selling and promoting alcoholic beverages, if they try to go through a beverage company like Diageo, they're going to not be as open to working with them because of a person like Diddy. So what they do is they're the most exciting consumer products seller in the industry with over 200 brands and sales in nearly 180 countries. Our portfolio has remarkable breadth and depth. From centuries-old names to the latest innovations, we're committed to building and sustaining exceptional brands. So this, to me, I don't agree with. And it's only because I see a white man at work behind the scenes, controlling and making sure that their brand is in ruin because it's urban. So basically, they were trying to kind of get him not to be the face of De Leon before any of this dropped. That's why I don't agree with that, and I don't think that is right. All right. And a blog also posted about it here, so that way it's a little bit. We're gonna get to that in a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard that in the background. All right, so let's say y'all agree. Alcohol giant Diago cites Cassie's sexual abuse claims as reason Diddy shouldn't be face of De Leon Tequila anymore. It's no secret that Diddy settled up an allegations lawsuit with Cassie last week, but it appears that he's still facing consequences from his alleged actions. According to the letter that was filed with the New York court, the liquor giant Diageo believes the accusations are another reason why he shouldn't be the face of De Leon brand. It's important to note that the company has already felt this way about Diddy before the lawsuit. Diddy has been running a joint liquor venture with the company for nearly a decade now. According to a report in NBC News, in May, Diddy accused the company of pigeonholing De Leon and Ciroc, the vodka he fronted for 15 years, as black brands for open consumers, allegedly violating an equal treatment provision in their contract. That's what I don't agree with. The man may have been a sick motherfucker, but I don't agree with y'all discriminating against him because y'all didn't know he was a sick motherfucker before y'all was working with him. So don't try to use that excuse now to try to push him out when y'all knew Word was working with his black ass. And y'all didn't want to work with his black ass because y'all think it was a whole bunch of ghetto niggas buying the product. So don't use that excuse now. Diageo ended the Ciroc partnership over the summer, saying at the time that Combs had breached his contract. The pair are still feuding over De Leon, but it appears Diddy's latest scandal has allowed the company to hit him with a checkmate. Thoughts? Okay. And it also shows that he doesn't have a full ownership of it as well. No wonder he was pushing that damn De Leon so damn much any which way that he could, so that way he can show that, you know, he could push it as much as he can because he doesn't have the backing that we thought that he did. All right. Next I wanted to get into, y'all, is Joe Budden. So he says that he's not gonna talk. He didn't talk about it on his podcast because Diddy is a viewer of the show. I call cap. You're scared of him. Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, because I thought I was like, what? How that?
Right, you ain't talking about it like, hello, like, no, you're scared. And not even that, Diddy himself has, Joe Budden himself in the past has been accused of popping a girl or two. So, Dookie Butt, that's why you didn't talk about it. You didn't want people to start pulling skeletons out of your closet. Because y'all got to think about it. The people in the industry that are mad that this is being talked about are the people that have done things in the past and are scared for them to get it. Are scared for people to bring it back up, and for girls to come out the woodworks and to file lawsuits, as we're seeing now. I just hope these girls aren't filing these lawsuits just to get quick money, because it's not right. Like, if y'all actually went through it, please come forward because y'all went through it. Don't come forward because y'all just need a quick check, and don't come forward if y'all never went through it and lie on innocent people just for a quick check. Now, I don't agree with that, because I feel like people work too hard for their money to do some finicky ass shit like that. Oh,
I don't be trying to give him nothing. I be in my.
Was y'all hearing the audio the whole time? I thought I added it. And also, y'all remember when Joe Bud was on Love Hip Hop with Tierra the first season when she shook the table with her Big Debbie cakes? And she was like, you ain't even know what giving is, motherfucker. You ain't even know what giving is yet. Because all you do is take. You was taking, motherfucker. And then she shut the table, and then she walked out with her Big W cakes. I'll never forget that. I had to throw that in there.
Little hut somewhere, and they go dig something up. They say that you're responding to something that you're not responding to. They take one piece, and if they think you're talking about it, they put some text to it.
So tell us why you did it. Because you wanted to. Now you're about to explain.
Play with us like that.
Okay.
1. 2, what if that nigga did all that shit he's accused of? Like in the rumors.
Sound like a headache.
Why would I want to inherit that? What if he did some of that shit? Like the violent stuff.
What headache with that? I don't understand.
Because if he's gonna do that to Kid Cudi.
You saying that?
Yo, Joe, stop.
I'm keeping it cool. I'm keeping it cool.
Joe.
I don't know. No. Listen, I feel like people are a little bit too scared. Y'all think he would try to do something to unalive somebody at this day and age and do it so boldly when he's literally under a microscope? I don't think he's that bold. Because it could easily be traced back to him. Right now, everybody's looking at you. So if you move this way, the camera right on you. You move that way, the camera on you. Like you move it, it's on you. So I don't think he would do nothing no bold as to blowing up somebody's car because we're going to know who did it. If something happens right now to Cassie and she turns up on a live somewhere in the middle of the street, we're going to know you did it. Because who else did it? So I don't think he's that dumb and bold enough to do something like that.
Oh, don't do that, Joe. Come on. No, come
Stop.
on.
This ain't time for your internet shit that you do. This is real shit going on. If some of that is true, then why would you want to inherit that? Sound like a headache. Don't sound like the risk is worth the reward there to me. And 3, in the event that some people did not believe all of the things that Cassie had to say in that civil suit, I don't think that last week was a good time to play with us. Like, seemed like something a responsible broadcast would do.
We didn't do
4th.
That was 4. Oh.
It's a bunch. I could do this all day long.
Keep going. I'm listening.
That nigga listens to this podcast.
Okay. The girls are scared. My whole thing is just admit that you're scared. What Rock say? Just say you're scared. Just say you're scared. Just say you're scared, bro. Just say you're scared, bro. That's all we want you to say. We're scared. It's not bad to admit it. Just say it, right? Because Joe's one of them. That's the problem. When you one of them, you don't say type things. You keep quiet. Now, when it comes to Carisha, here's the thing. Carisha, move on. And I mean now. Don't leave him high and dry. Do not abandon him. But in my opinion, the smartest thing Carisha needs to do right now, I call it slowly leaving the room, which means slowly cutting somebody off. Thank God you didn't break up with the City Girls, Carisha. You would have been fucked out of luck. Dead ass. For real. Because you would have needed JT at this point. Because, Carisha, please, the podcast right now is at risk. You might need a new sponsor, especially if DeLeon doesn't sponsor it anymore. So what I think her smartest move to be is to get, hopefully, she gets legal right over Carisha, please. Back up quickly, not quickly, slowly. I'm talking like this, dance move style. Out the room, take Carisha, please, with you. Find another sponsor that'll pick you up. Hopefully a BET, hopefully an MTV, hopefully iHeartRadio, something. Radio Andy, something. All right? Continue with the influencer type of image. Still be there for him, not as much. Slowly back out the room. Because the worst mistake she can make right now is cut him off cold and dry. You want to know why? He's going to get angry. After all I did for you, type of vibe. And I don't think she wants that. Yes, fade away like Homer Simpson did in those bushes. Just, I'm telling you. Because I just don't see it ending well for her if she does it the wrong way. All right? And that's all I got to say on that. All right? On to some funny, not funny, but like some mess. So Krishan Rock, you guys, is getting exposed. There's some dude who did camera work for him. And with that camera work that he did, apparently Krishan didn't pay him. They didn't settle contract, all of that stuff. So he did a story time. And also on his channel, he's putting up, and we have similar beanies. Let me stop. He's putting up footage, I guess, that he took while he was working with Krishan Rock, and claims that Krishan Rock didn't forge over the coin that he needed. His channel is Exotic Visuals. Make sure you guys go over there and support him, because apparently Rock didn't give him the coin that he was promised, which the coin that he was promised was an exorbitant amount that I don't think Rock would have gave you anyways. But, let's start with the story time.
I am making this video on the behalf of Krishan Rock. She played me, disrespect me.
Fuck Marcel uncle. Fuck all them niggas.
She had me come all the way to LA. I left everything behind in Vegas. I came to LA to come work with her. She was also talking about me behind my back, and I didn't know until I, went over the footage.
Fuck Marcel uncle. Fuck all them niggas. Come home. But we don't care about Marcel either. Keep asking me to do shit. I'm like, bro, can you just shut up and record?
I just want to make sure we're not losing light. We get it.
Why didn't you look at the time? Didn't we tell you 5 to 10?
It's like Marcel all over again.
I felt played, and I felt very disrespected when I was out there. I was getting footage every day, filming, editing. I would stay up until 8 a.m. working.
So the text said, "Sell," which is, I guess, Marcel. "Stay in control. I'm tired of this ish. It's been like this my whole life. Muff always out to get me, speaking on me, saying ish that's not true. Just close your mouth." And this is Janet, okay? And Janet, if you guys don't remember, is from Baddies East, the one who had the curly hair in the confessionals, who Mariah hit and knocked to the floor, and the one that Tasiki was going to teach how to fight, basically, okay? The one that looked like Whitney Houston. Oh, how will I know? How will I know? Okay, Janet looked like Whitney Houston. So Jazz, the text reads, "You're doing great. Just do you. Who cares what anyone else says? I'm sorry if you felt bullied as well. That was never my intentions." And I guess this is what Janet is telling Marcel. So he goes, Marcel goes, "I feel like I don't get no type of respect. And I don't even be doing nothing. She be mean to me. I feel like Krishan don't even want me there. I feel useless. Pointless." Janet says, "You're not useless. I feel you. I be feeling like that too." Oh, Janet. I know after this story time drop, Krishan gave you a good old cussing. Well, you talking about me with this nigga for clickbait, nigga? Look at you, nigga. You a meatball ass nigga like my sister, nigga. And why do you feel like that, Janet? And you're constantly around Rock. The people want to know. We're going to get back to the text after this ad, because there's a text that quickly passed. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right, so he said, "We have to invest into mics." This is Marcel. So it seems like he actually cares from his point of view. "We have to invest into mics to have better audio. I don't want us putting anything out there. I want to be able to produce the best work for us. I love this stuff. We have to invest into $100 to $300 mics for better audio. I really put into all my work and take it serious. I know I missed church. I stayed up late AF editing. I take this so serious. Can't be putting anything out there for you. I had to stay hella late because I had to fix a lot of stuff because someone else was filming and barely wanted to help me edit and didn't know what they was doing. But that's my fault because I wasn't." Okay.
Tell me to shut the F up. We get an intro.
Can you just Shut up. I'm so sorry. I'm so damn. It's like, that's why I needed bro to record. Because I don't want to explain myself to them. You're not listening.
Okay, all right. I got you.
Can you give him the camera?
Please. I got you.
Marcel, can you give him the camera? Or I'm about to send you back to the other crib, bro. Oh, pick it up. Do it right. Take your time. What you doing?
And I came out there to work. I felt played. She disrespected me by, calling me out of my name, not letting me do my job.
This one can skip like this side. Right here on this side.
The nigga here. Let me help you. Film her. Film it. It's not a commercial for it. It's not. You're not getting me, bro. Oh God, I'm gonna do your job for you, bro. No, you're supposed to be over here, bro. You're not over nowhere, bro. You too lost in the conversation. You don't know how to do your job, bro.
Listen, Krishan. Come here. You did one season and a half of Blue Girls Club. Well, really 1 season. You made an appearance on Blue Girls Club season 10. And you think you know how camera works. And you did 1 season of being a camera person on Baddies West when you was holding that camera for razor blade fights with Scotty in that car, in that Baddie bus, that Baddies West van. And you think that you know how to work cameras? That's the problem with some of these influencers and stuff. They think they know it all. They think because they know how to take a cute video on a phone, that is the same thing as working a 4K camera like this. Trust me, it's not. I used to think the same thing, on God.
When I would speak up for myself, she's threatening me. She's threatening to send me back home to Vegas, knowing I have, really nowhere to go.
Just film this right here. You see how they're lined up?
You're shooting yourself in the foot right now.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking
I just told him not to do that.
But she's telling me to film this.
No, I know, but hold on.
angles, bro.
Okay,
That's
cameraman.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to do, bro. Let me be a cameraman, bro. I know how to get angles. I went to school for this shit, bro.
Okay, but you see this? Marcel, don't listen to anybody else. Listen to me. Okay, you see this side? There's a little.
See, that's the problem right there. You know that term, there's too many chefs in the kitchen. It's too many fools in the cabin area. That's what I'm gonna call this term. It's like you could tell it's too many people that think that they know what they're doing. A whole lot of yes men that's trying to tell this boy what to do, and it seems as if he doesn't know who to really listen to because they're all speaking for Rock and they're all just agreeing with Rock because she has a whole lot of yes men around her.
Logos are lined up.
You keep asking me to do shit. I'm like, bro, can you just shut up and record?
Can't that nigga look for 5 seconds. Damn.
He like, can I get an intro? I said, bro, give the other nigga the camera.
This nigga did not
What's
answer.
going on, Marcel? You gotta go home. That's what I'm trying to know.
We used to be friends way back then, 3-4 years ago.
Look, guys. Aww. I'm leaving school, nigga. I'm fucking tired.
One of my entertainers, this is some tea, y'all. I told y'all in another video, he did the challenge, the little ninja challenge with her. And he said that she is a good person. Now I'm wondering so far, because I haven't watched this video yet, because one of my entertainers said this to me. Did you put in a physical contract in before going in? Did you do paperwork? That's what I want to know. Please say you did.
His camera's so fucking clear.
What? Rewind it. Hey.
It's giving you, I think you had a little crack on Mr. Marcel. Let me stop.
Bare fur, but I'm an 8, came up with gorillas. You ain't finna catch me in or out the house without my pistol. They wanna fuck with a gang bang the drug with it. Don't even know all the problems.
Stop with the music, child, because it's copyright. Oh, Krishan was so pretty without the tattoos. She's still pretty now, but like, oh my God. Like, without the tattoos, it just adds such a glow to her. It's not even funny. It's sad, actually. You have to stick the video, the music part, because, okay, hold on.
Marcel.
No, she's not. She never called.
I came out there to work. I've been doing videography about 5 to 6 years. I learned from the best. Took a couple college classes to learn videography. So I know what I'm doing, working with the camera and editing and things like that. And she wouldn't let me do my job and to bring some type of organization to her campaign or whatever the case may be.
And also, side note, I thought the person that she used for video-wise was Dave Polo. Like, I know Dave Polo because he's the one who shot Blue Girls Club. I remember, I think season 1, 2, if I'm not mistaken. So what happened to Dave? So in the text thread, he says, take it serious, especially when it's time to edit. I love this stuff. We have to invest into mics to have better audio. I don't want us putting anything out there. I want to be able to produce the best work for us. Yo, we really need to invest in some mics to have better audio quality. Everything has to be top notch with production. Now, this is October 2020. This is October 22, I'm guessing, of 2023. And he says, I have a lot more important stuff right now. Once it's settled, we can talk. And this is Al, Krishan's manager. And then he says, understood. I don't want to get chewed out for something like that. And he keeps talking about the mics. And also says, and I'm still not done because something else was filming, so they don't know how to adjust the settings. So that takes up more of my time fixing the color correction. Hopefully you can let Krishan know.
Yes, there was an understanding that I was going to get paid. When I was on the phone with her, she told me she was going to give me $50,000.
Girl. Bookie Butt. That's the first mistake you made right there. It sounds like a verbal agreement. Babe, you got to get that in paper. Are you crazy? That's like me doing that commercial I just did, and they give me a verbal agreement. We're going to give you this amount. You do it? No, but like, you know how much stuff I had to sign before I came on that camera? The releases, my nigga. Real stuff don't work like that. I'm telling y'all. When it comes to like professional stuff, a contract gonna be involved. That's how you know motherfucking not professional. If they doing something and they don't present you with a contract type situation, just believe they ain't about shit. They ain't about shit. Because they're gonna have a contract. They're gonna have a template for you to sign. They're gonna have a deposit for you to give.
And we had another discussion. We had a 3-way conference call with Krishan, my manager. She was going to give him $5,000 for the footage. And he sent the Zelle to her, and a payment was never sent. And I also was going to get on payroll. Never got on payroll or anything like that.
So y'all probably wonder, what's payroll? What's giving payroll? So apparently Krishan has says that she has some of her people on payroll. She has alleged that she has some of her friends like Jay and Marsh on payroll. That's kind of why she alluded it, I believe, in one interview that anytime that she tells them to go, they run. They boop, bop, 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 start boxing. Because they're on payroll. I believe Janet is on payroll. Marsh is on payroll. Of course, the designer and the stylist is on payroll. That's what he means by that. So Zoe, which is Krishan's hype man, says business is business. Well, Marcel says business is business. We should have did a contract. So you guys, he did not do a paper contract. Business 101 entertainers, get it in writing. He didn't get it in writing. We should have did a contract. I could do whatever I want. or take it down and save yourself. Up to you. So this is the
She's
hype man
contacted.
threatening him to, I guess, take the footage down. So if we go to his channel, we're at the 523 mark when it comes to his videos. Keep that in mind, you guys, so we could go back to it. Okay, so he's putting up the stuff that he recorded himself on his own YouTube channel right here. So he put up the behind the scenes of the Fashion Nova, which I guess Krishan was trying to make her own vlog documentary type video so she could put on her page. Because let me tell y'all something. Krishan robs herself every chance she gets. She goes on live way too much. And you know what happens? People clip those lives, they use it, and they put it up on YouTube and they make money from it. There's so much channels that do that, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. So I get her wanting to do this, but you got to pay the man, girl. What you think? So this is the stuff that he's been releasing. 39,000 viewers on footage that he dropped 3 weeks ago. 14,000 on another. 22,000 on one. So I guess the people started to see all this footage being dropped on his own channel, and they fell away. Which, if you really want to get technical about it, he really shouldn't be doing that because nothing was signed at all. So he can get in some sort of trouble, but then again, he could refute back by saying, you don't own any of the footage. It was 523, the mark, I remember.
Also was going to get on payroll, never got on payroll or anything like that. She's contacted.
Okay, hold on. Now let me. I missed.
Never got on payroll or anything like that.
All right. He said, or take it down and save yourself. Up to you. And then Marcel goes, never got paid. And then the hype man goes, I ain't get paid either. She was literally finna pay you before me, but I'm not complaining. Rock, you not pay your people? I'll be damned if I'm around up that's supposed to be paying me and I'm not getting paid. That's why, like, y'all need to start asking, are you gonna do no Bookie bite? Them girls did not ask TV, they did all them shows, they got bought aside their head, they still waiting on a check. You got me if you ever think I would ever even think of doing some crap like that. No, no, and no. Are you kidding me? That to me is crazy.
She's contacting me to get the footage. Every time she'll ask about the footage, I will ask about the payment.
So this is the sister. Send the file simple. And not the sister. This is Krishan. He put her as sister. So she says, send the file simple. And then Marcel says, send the money simple. That's how you conduct business. You could have had all the footage and send some bread and not send bread. And then Krishan said, you got a hidden agenda, nigga. She spelled gender wrong. Marcel says, send bread. Krishan says, that's cool, nigga. Burn your bridges. You was homeless, nigga.
She wants me to send the footage without receiving any kind of payment. And that's not how business works. You know, you send maybe half the payment and then you send half the footage. But she wants me to send a whole week's worth of footage without receiving any kind of payment. So with that being said, you know, she could get all the footage and just say, F me and not pay me. Her program, there's no structure. You know, she's not organized. She's bad at, you know, communicating when it comes to business and how she wants things done. So the reason why I got kicked out of the house was because, you know, she wants a whole bunch of yes mans around her. And I was still trying to get used to her new program and, you know, her new environment and her new personality, you know, and I would try to pull her to the side and talk to her about, hey, how's your program? Or, you know, how is things ran here? And I would never get that one-on-one conversation so I can fit in.
So this is a text web between him and Krishan. Say, if you're not busy, want to shoot a video or something, can we talk for real, or you don't want to in private? I want to talk in front of everybody to have an understanding. If not, it's cool. I understand. Please talk to me when you feel like it.
You know, so every time she speaks up and say something, she just expects you to shut up and, you know, just do whatever she says.
Marcella's trying to get on my nerves now. It's not even funny. I don't want to talk to you no more now. It's like, it's irritating as fuck. We can't work if you don't know how to just listen.
I'm trying to listen.
You can't listen and talk at the same time.
Can you critique yourself?
That sounds like something Blue said to her. That sounds very much, that's giving Blueface dog. Let me find out you using his tactics on other people.
And tell me what.
I need, hey yo, bro, can you take everything that's done in film? Can you put it together lit? Like even when it was cut up in all that.
So that's what you want?
No,
you want
it's
that?
not that.
So you want that in there
I need
too?
y'all to see me.
So you want that in there too? When you was turning up, and I would speak up for myself and say, hey, this isn't right, or this isn't how things are done when it comes to camera work. She felt like I was being disrespectful to her, but in reality, she was being disrespectful to me because I would speak up for myself and letting her know, like, hey, this isn't right. That's the reason why I got kicked out of the house. I was trying to figure out her program, her, her camp, and it's a whole bunch of yes mans around. They don't speak up for themselves. They don't tell her, hey, you're wrong. They just let her do whatever. And I'm not the type of person to put up with that. And like I said before, I've been filming for about 5-6 years. So I sort of know what I'm doing with the
Clearly you don't, low key. You know what you're doing with the camera, but not when it comes to business, because you would have had her sign something.
camera. I learned from the best. So basically, it was so hard for me to be myself and to be a cameraman, because you have one person telling me to do this, and then I'm doing this, and then next thing you know, Krishan comes in and say, no, do it this way. I want things done this way, and etc. I came out there to be a cameraman, and I couldn't do my job because she wants to control everything. And 9 times out of 10, she is incorrect when it comes to holding the camera and, filming and things like that. I couldn't just be a cameraman. I'm getting, directions from one person. I'm getting directions from Krishan, and it's a whole bunch of confusion.
Film this right here. Just gonna sketch like this side. Right here on this side.
Nigga, here. Let me help you. Film her. Film X. It's not a commercial for it. It's not. You're not getting me, bro. Oh God, I'm gonna do your job for you, bro.
And that's where this organization is coming in her camp. Her stylists were styling her, and she disrespected her stylist.
Can you make it tight as my leg? Like, can you?
The reason why I laugh is because this looks so bad on Rock's end. Like, I know he knows what to do editing wise, because like he's putting it to where like she look crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, because not you being disrespectful to Jeffrey, because he's a nice guy from what I've heard. So it is making her look crazy.
Like you can't see.
See what I'm saying? She's very disrespectful. And
can you make it tight as my leg? Like, can you? And you act like you can't see.
See what I'm saying? She's very disrespectful, and she treats people like she's above everyone because she has a little bit of money, fame, clout, and she thinks she's above everyone. In my eyes, everybody's
Don't forget clickbait.
Equal. I don't care about how much money you have and who you are. Treat everyone as equal. Treat people how you want to be treated. And that's what she was not doing. The reason why I'm releasing the footage on my channel, because I have 100% ownership to the footage, because it was done on my camera. I edited, and I haven't got paid. It was just bad business. And, I have 100% ownership to the footage because, like I said, I haven't received any form of payment regarding the work that I put in.
So the hype man says, you must be trying to go to jail, posting content in someone's home without their permission and harboring intellectual property. So Marcel says in return, there's no contract. He said contact, but I meant contract. But I think he meant contract. He says written up. No money was sent. It was my time. Okay. So he says my camera. So then the hype man says lawyer up. He says business is business. We should have did a contract. I could do whatever I want. So he said, or take it down and save yourself. Up to you. And then he said never got paid. And that's when the hype man said, I ain't get paid either. And she was literally gonna pay you before me, but I'm not complaining.
Since I started uploading the footage, she's threatening my YouTube channel. She's threatening to take me to court. And she's trying to sabotage my camera work and the things that I worked hard for, you know, and that was the whole main reason for me coming to LA, which was to film her and, you know, film her reality TV show or vlog or whatever the case may be. So that's the whole main reason why I came out there, which was to work and to get footage.
Okay, I'm gonna tell a couple things. All right. He did a couple things wrong, and where this is where, when it comes to business, like you really got to show people off the bat, starting off, that you're not want to be played with. Because I remember, like, starting off doing photography, I did like the dumbest things in the beginning. I would book sessions and stuff with clients and not ask for a deposit. So let's say they cancel last minute, I just wasted money. Dumb stuff like that. So what I feel like he should have did, right? He should have asked for a deposit. That way he could have at least got a chunk of some money of some sort, no matter how much it was. So that way she could at least get partial footage and she wouldn't be able to do all that threatening stuff. He should have did a paper contract with her and not just have it virtually. And if he was doing these calls to where he was having those Zoom meetings, three-way calls or whatever, he should have recorded it and should have said, hey, I'm using this as like a legal thing. This might not be in paper, but this is going to be recorded by audio. So if anything goes wrong, you know, we got it, proof or whatever. That could have been an either which way option he should have went. And also, what Krishan did wrong, I don't think she should be letting her team decide certain things that should be done. Like Janet shouldn't be talking for you so much time. Your people around you shouldn't be talking to you so much times. It should really only be you that should be telling him or directing him in what you would want on the footage. Because that probably irritated him to see his whole team, your whole team kind of ganging up on him and making it worse. So then that makes for just a toxic work environment. All right. Now, if you really want to be slick and really want to be cute, take your ass to Zeus, nigga. Okay. Contact Mr. Lemmy Pepper. Say, hey, Lemmy Pepper, I just had a falling out with Rock. I got some footage that I got. And Lemmy would have been like, oh, you did, huh? So, you know, I worked with this young lady, Krishan Rock, and like, you know, she left a bad taste in my mouth. It was just like really bad, man. Horrible. As bad as it tastes of smoking after roly-poly snack meals. But, you know, anyways. You said you worked with her and you had a bad experience. Well, guess what? I need a cameraman. Blueface and Jaden, they're shooting their own show. And like, I think I might be able to use you. This looks good. So we're going to bring you into the offices. I want you to sit down with, you know, Jonathan. Also, if you could sit down with Natalie, we'll see what make it happen. And then maybe, you know, you could get a job in LA. That's something slick you could do. No shit. Hey, y'all think I'm joking, but I'm serious. You in LA, you got more of a reach than I would. Okay. And when it comes to the footage, YouTube, you could strike anybody for like the dumbest stuff, especially if you have reasoning for it. So I could guess she could strike him because it's her likeness. But then when he appeals it, I feel like he would win because she doesn't own the footage and she doesn't have any record of her owning it. Because when you file a strike against somebody and the person you strike the copyright strike against, they have to prove if they want to keep that footage up that they own it or that they got permission to put it up. So if he shows that it's in his computer drive and that it's his computer, that's it. And they're gonna go to you and be like, hey, do you have any legal, paperwork or like videos or anything that show that this is your footage? She's not gonna have nothing. She loses. So that's where she went wrong. All right. I hope he does get paid though, but I doubt that's gonna happen, especially the way Rock moves. Yeah, he's not gonna see an eye. He's not gonna see a coin. All right. Next I wanted to get into, you guys, is DDG. So DDG, you guys, literally exposed this nail tech place for, I guess, being a racist, he claims, against Halle. Okay? And says that this place is racist towards Black people. They kicked my girlfriend out while doing her nails. Please give them a 1 star. They don't deserve business. Perfect Nails is a company. And then somebody commented, y'all irking. Why y'all kick my Aries queen at 4? He said, not true. She was 35 minutes late. We just didn't take her. So now she came out and the lady in tears speaking out about what happened.
Texting bad reviews. They comment on all my Instagrams. They commenting very bad stuff. Like, I'm really scared. And just because you're famous, where's the how to say that? Like I'm really scared. People texting bad reviews. So if you're gonna be 30 minutes late, then she said, okay. She came 15 minutes late, which is normal. And I said, yes, 10, 15 minutes, you can be late, but not more. Like, she came 15 minutes. We started doing her manicure because she had mani and pedicure, same like services. Then we switched her to pedicure, and then I asked, where's your sister? Because it was already 20 minutes. And I said, like, unfortunately, it's already a long time, so we can't take her because we have next appointment in 40 minutes. And she said, no, she's already coming and she's parking. At the end of the day, she was late 35 minutes. And of course, like I said, like, I'm really sorry. Like, I know you are a loyal client. It's not your first time you coming, but if you're gonna be 30 minutes late. Layla, and I am owner of the Perfect Nail Salon. Today we had an accident. We had a call.
She said accident like it was a car crash.
And client who was loyal, and she was a couple times already at our salon, and she was totally happy. That's why she was coming back, and she offered to so many her friends to our place. And we know that people, like, it's not random people came. They came and they said from who they coming from, which is thank you so much. We trying to be the best at the market. Anyways, she made appointment today at 3 p.m. for her and her sister. Later, she called me back and she said, like, unfortunately, they can't be on time, and she wanted to reschedule 30 minutes late, which I said, I'm sorry, we are fully booked today, and we can't take you if you... And
this is what Halle had to say, guys.
No, like, well, I'm starting to get upset. And then me and the lady start going back and forth because after all, I've been a loyal customer and everything, and you're mad about 9 minutes, and she keeps going at me. And so I don't know if you guys know, but if you go to these, like, it's a Russian manicure place. So their English is good, but they're like kind of really how do I explain it? They're really direct. So sometimes some of the things that they say like comes off like it's being rude, just because their tone of voice. But
let me tell y'all something. I've worked with the Russians before. They're very, not rude, but they're very direct, okay? They'll be like, what are you doing here? Can you sit down? Sit down. Vespeak, sit down. And they're very, like, it's the tone of their voice that comes off as rude. But to me, I compare them to Jamaicans. They might not be saying anything rude to you at all. It's just the tone of their voice. It comes across as they're screaming at you. Russian people are like that.
other times I would just, not really take it that seriously. But this girl, she was like literally, she walked over to my chair and is arguing with me about this. So at this point, I'm really upset, and we're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then Chloe walks in, and she's like, I'm so sorry, but you're going to have to know. So I got up, and we both got up out of there. And I said, you know what? God bless you. Have a wonderful day. I didn't get attitude as Aries as I could have. Chloe said I was still really nice. But I just told her that is unacceptable and rude because I've been a loyal customer. So that really disappointed me. I got so upset, I started crying. Chloe was laughing at me and was like, Halle, it's okay.
That kind of confirms to me that she's pregnant, because the fact that you were so menopausal and started crying, it's giving pregnancy. I'm saying.
It's okay. But I got really upset because that's not how you treat people, especially people who bring you customers and are consistent with going there. So I'm never going there again. Am I wrong for thinking that they should at least give me the benefit of the doubt, especially since I was already there and no one was in there? Am I tripping? Like, I know, like, you have to be on time for appointments and stuff, but if you have a loyal customer, like, that is just not the way, being rude, not the way to go about it, to me. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping, though, but I don't think I was. Chloe told me I wasn't. So,
she wasn't tripping, but DDG was. You shouldn't have came out there and said nothing about this lady business being racist, because to me, this had nothing to do with race. It had to do with time management. And Chloe and Halle, why are you guys not having private nail techs that could come over and do y'all nails? Jenny wasn't available. I'm playing. But no, yeah, y'all need, at this point, you guys are big enough celebrities. Y'all shouldn't be going up to no nail shops. That's some regular people stuff. I'm not saying they're like to the point where they're too good for that, but it's kind of like you got to get to a point where you avoid situations like this. You have them come to you. You don't go to them. That's, to me, what was confusing about the whole thing. Like, y'all can't have or hire somebody that could come to you guys so you guys could avoid that. Y'all want to have to avoid being late because that causes headache. And especially if she's allegedly pregnant, you shouldn't even be, like, traveling amongst like that. So, round and, out and about like that, especially if you try to hide it like you are, Halle. All right? DDG was dead ass wrong for that. You could see the fear in that lady's face. At this point, any black client she sees besides this point, she's going to start freaking out, thinking that they're going to make a spectacle. So you low-key made it worse for her because now mentally she's going to think that as a case. Okay? So DDG, I feel like, spoke so quickly because she probably called him, was just like, I'm an angel. You know how she do with her song. She like, DDG, they're being like so racist against me. And then you hear Chloe in the back, calm down. She's like, no, but like they were so rude. They're like so rude. I feel like it's because I'm like black, they're Russian. And then DDG's like, what? He talks to her, hangs up, and then posts that. Before, I feel like he could have got the full story. I think he not overreacted, but he prematurely reacted. And that's why all that went down. That's just what I got from it. Okay? Let me know what you guys think down below. Okay, members, we're going to head to Twitch now. We're going to react to the Bad Boys Club Texas reunion, y'all. Okay? Give me about like 5 minutes, and we're going to react to it. So head over to Twitch. I'm going to drop the Twitch link right in here. Okay, Bookie Bites. I'm going to drop it right in here. And I want y'all to head over. Because we're going to be reacting to the Bad Boys Club reunion. Y'all see how he low-key took my advice and he didn't put that shit on YouTube and he let that bitch on Patreon? Shout out to Gemini Films. I didn't tell him that personally, but I feel like he watches me for sure because I've interviewed him, but like I feel like he took that advice and he took heed to it. Okay, before I leave, before I get smoked, hit that like button. Okay.
That smoke you want, you just lit up that blunt, bitch. Cause on my soul, bitch, I'm pussing it, bitch. So yeah.
On my soul, hit that like button. Okay.
No personal thing.